Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to welcome you to our concert tonight and thank you for coming and hope you... Good evening, everyone. I mean, I really didn't need it. I could have just talked to you this way. But I want to thank you for coming and sharing your music making with us and enjoy your trip tonight through lands of fantasy and adventures. So I hope you'll enjoy that, and we really appreciate you coming out and joining us tonight. And this is your Walnut Creek Concert Band, and we perform all year round, and to help enrich the community through our music making and bringing you the best in concert band music. So sit back and enjoy. One point I wanted to make, we have a phenomenal soloist for you here. Terrell O'Connor just blew us away last night when we put together the Carmen Fantasy. And I just wanted to, how do we get somebody from New York to come flying in here for a community band? And it was thankful to one of our band members and leaders of the band, Lauren Davis, who provided the opportunity to bring Tara here, and by intermission you go, boy, thank you, Lauren, that was really spectacular. So sit back and enjoy.
right, today we are here backstage at the Lusher Center for the Arts, and we are chatting with the fabulous conductor Harvey Benstein. Now, Harvey, you're the conductor of the Walnut Creek Concert Band.
That's correct. We're the official band of the city of Walnut Creek.
All right, fantastic. Now, talk to us a little bit about what that means.
Well, we support the city in its civic celebrations, and we add to the artistic vitality of the city through our various concerts. Here in the Regional Center, we do 3 concerts a year, but we're also out at Civic Park for Memorial Day and Veterans Day and 4th of July, and we're a year-round community band of volunteer musicians.
Now, how fantastic is it to be the conductor of this great band?
Well, I was a music educator for over 40 years, and one of the most important things as an educator that we want to instill in our students is a lifelong relationship with music, you know, whether as an advocate or as a performer. And all of these members of the band, from doctors and lawyers, food chemists, teachers, musicians in there, they just have music in their hearts and they just want to share it with their audiences. The only pay they get is the applause from the audience and the enjoyment of making music together. We get together every week on Tuesday nights and put on about 10 performances a year.
That's great. I love the passion that you all display. Now, talk to me about the show that you guys will be putting on this evening.
Well, tonight is Fantasies and Adventures, and so we have a marvelous flutist, Tara O'Connor from New York, coming in, world famous, and she's doing the Carmen Fantasy Brillante. We're opening with The Wizard of Oz. What great, you know, fun and fantasy that is. We're going to do the marches from the Star Wars movies, so that's going to be fun. And we're doing one of the major symphonies that was composed for concert band, and that's Johann de Meij's Symphony No. 1, which is subtitled Lord of the Rings. So it's based on the books and the series, but the music was written far before the movies. So this is kind of original music, very tuneful and very descriptive. So I think the audience is going to love it.
And very popular during these times right now.
It is.
Yes, and you mentioned that you have the special guest, Tara O'Connor, joining you, but you have special guests throughout the year joining you.
That's correct. We've had, you know, not only local artists, but international artists join us on the stage, and even out at, we had Jeremy Cohen last May for Memorial Day doing Schindler's List, and then he joined us in the summer, and we did a world premiere of Anna's Gift with Barry Green, a multimedia production. So we try and mix it up and not just do the same kind of typical community band concert. We try and raise not only our own level of musicianship as an ensemble, but to provide for our audiences a really entertaining and exciting musical experience.
Okay, now what if there's somebody out there and they share the same passion for music and they wanted to join the Walnut Creek Concert Band? How do they go about doing that?
Well, the easiest way is to go on our website, walnutcreekband.org, and then you can just contact us and contact a personnel manager and just come join us. And we rehearse Tuesday evenings, 7 to 9 at Stanley Middle School in Lafayette. And you know, this is the community's concert band. And I'd like the Walnut Creek community, those musicians out there who the instrument's kind of been sitting in the case, you know, get it out and get back in shape, and then come join us, sit in, see if you like it, see if you can keep up and keep growing, and join us, because we'd love to have as many community members as who want to participate.
We're now chatting with world famous flutist Terry O'Connor, and you came all the way from New York to join the band tonight. So talk to us about all the excitement.
Oh, I did. I came from New York yesterday, and I'm so excited to play this piece with the band. I've never played it in this arrangement before, so this is really great. And we're all very busy. We have tons of notes to play. It's really fun. Totally
Very exciting. Now, talk to me about some of your background, because you have really played everywhere.
Yes, I have. I've been very fortunate. I was born in New York, and I went to a state school, but then I started playing concerts with lots of people, and now I do chamber music, solos, concertos, and everywhere. And it's really, I can't imagine a more rich or fulfilling life. I love it. I feel very lucky to be here, lucky to be asked to play with this fine group, and just happy in my life, really very fulfilled.
And how did it come about that you were able to join the Walnut Creek Concert Band for this show?
Well, my friend Lauren Kafitz, who's a wonderful flute player and piccolo player in the band, is also the president of the Walnut Creek Band. He's on the board. And we met through the Chamber Music Study of Lincoln Center many years ago, and they had me out with my husband, who's a violinist, to play a benefit concert for the Kauai United Way, of which he's the vice president of that organization. So then a couple years later, we've known each other for about 10 years, I think. He said, "Hey, you want to come out and play this concerto?" And of course I said yes, because he's a really good friend and I really enjoy spending time with him. And I love playing the flute, so.
Okay.
It's great.
Now, what can the audience expect to experience at tonight's show?
Well, you'll hear, if you know the opera Carmen, you'll hear some familiar tunes, and then you'll hear variations on those tunes, which is cool. It's like row, row, row your boat with fancier notes and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so you'll hear the Carmen theme and then a set of variations, which is where the composer adds basically tons more notes. And then you'll hear the victory, dum dee da dum bum, that whole thing at the end. And it's a lot of fun. It's a blast. It's 12 minutes of yippee,
Yeah.
It's great.
Okay,
Yeah.
that sounds great. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
yeah.
you. Now we're chatting with Tony Liguori. You are a trumpet player with the Walnut Creek Concert Band. Now, Tony, how long have you been with the band?
Well, I started playing with this band back in the early 70s. It wasn't the Walnut Creek Band then. It was actually called the Carquinez Straits Band. It was two bands, one rehearsed in Benicia and one rehearsed in Concord. And over the years, and then the Benicia part of it broke away and it became the Concord Band. And then about 25 years ago, the city of Walnut Creek adopted the band, and we became the official band of the city of Walnut Creek. And I've been with them ever since. It was in the early 70s when I first joined the group, when I started teaching from Mount Diablo School District.
Yeah. So the name has evolved quite a bit. How about the band?
The band has grown. It's still a community band where we take any comers from the community. Most of the members of the band are former musicians who probably played in high school or college. Some of them we have a few professional musicians, a few teachers, but many of them are lawyers and doctors and pharmacists and veterinarians and stuff who played when they were in school and got their career started and missed playing their instrument, and so they came back. Well, I was a music teacher, so I kind of was looking for an outlet to play. But there's many people in the band who come back to playing after they get their career going, and that's a wonderful thing about a community band.
Now tonight is one of your many concerts. Can you talk to me about some of the concerts throughout the year?
Well, we do a holiday concert every holiday, and we do a summer pops concert every summer, and those vary. The holiday one is usually holiday themes. The summer pops concert, a few years ago we had a number of different people playing with us, and that's more of a pops type concert. We also play for all the events in the city. We play for Memorial Day and Veterans Day, and I've been playing taps for Memorial Day for the city for about the last 15 years. After we do a program in the park, and then after the program in the park, the program ends over in the veterans area where they do and we place a wreath, and I've been playing taps for that for at least 10 years.
Okay. Now maybe there's some folks at home and they're watching. What can they expect to experience when they come to one of your concerts?
A good time,
Yeah.
a wonderful time. You'll get to hear a wonderful concert, different music. This Lord of the Rings that we're doing tonight, interesting piece. The Wizard of Oz piece will be very enjoyable. You'll just hear a bunch of people enjoying playing and doing a nice job providing good music for them. Come to our concerts.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
now we're joined by former Walnut Creek Mayor Charlie Abrams, and you are now a board member for the Walnut Creek Concert Band, right?
That's correct.
And now talk to us a little bit about what it means to be the official concert band of the city of Walnut Creek.
Oh, I can tell you, the city is so proud of this group. There's very few cities that have got this kind of an organization working for them. And the fact that these are all they're all volunteers, they're all such talented musicians. And we've always been excited about the range of the ages. There are young folks in here, up to folks of my age, that are some talented musicians, and that makes for a wonderful group. And I enjoy watching the people because I know they have a lot of fun doing it.
Now, they said that you guys are the official band for the city of Walnut Creek, and they
Correct.
play at many of the civic events. So what are some of those events throughout the year that you might see this wonderful band
Yeah,
at?
this band was created, I think, 25 years ago, and starting that very first time, the band performed at we have a 4th of July ceremony in Civic Park that gets a good crowd. Veterans Day is also an important day for the band. Memorial Day is also another one, and everybody really enjoys a lot of the patriotic music and the marches that are played at those events, and that's what gets me going too. I really enjoy those.
Absolutely. Can you talk to us about some of the funding? There has to be quite a bit of support to make this wonderful band.
The city provides a goodly amount of support and has from the very beginning. Actually, to be quite honest, compared to many nonprofits, this group really operates on a very small budget and largely is fundraising from people that come to the events and buy tickets, and that's the largest part of their source of their funding.
Okay, now talk to us about, you've seen obviously many performances, many concerts from this band. What have the experiences been like for you?
I enjoy some of the specialized events. The couple of events ago when they did the whole Star Wars medley, it was really exciting. And I had my grandchildren with me for that and trying to introduce them to this kind of music, and they just loved it as well. So that was certainly one of them.
Fantastic. Now, what if people want to learn more about the band and how they can support them? Where can they get more information?
Oh, probably much of it is on the city's website and is available through the city's information officer. A lot of the schedule of their events appears in the Nutshell, which you've probably heard of, which is mailed to every household in the city. Those are probably the main sources. But I think a big part of it is also the word of mouth.
We're now joined by the president of the Walnut Creek Concert Band, Lauren Kafetz, and now you are also a member of the band.
Yes, I play flute and piccolo, joined the band about 4 years ago, so I'm actually one of the newer members.
Okay, and how long have you been the president of the band?
For 3 years. There was an opportunity, and based upon my background in finance and also music, they wanted my help, and so far so good.
Now, what drew you to become a member of the band?
Well, I've played in community, amateur, semi-professional groups actually in quite a few parts of the United States. And this group is unique in that it marries both the community interest and the interest of amateur musicians in one group.
And the group is also supported by the city and the community as well, so can you talk to us about that?
Actually, the city provides about 20% of our funding. The rest of the funding comes from ticket sales, comes from donations. Oftentimes we receive grants and challenge grants, and they help defray the costs of the professional staff, the equipment, and the rental area where we rehearse all year round.
And talk to me about some of the benefits of being a band member.
Well, in addition to enjoying the process of making music and entertaining friends, family members, and community members, there's actually a well-known health benefit for adults being involved in music. It helps them mentally, it helps them physically, and we like to think that we're ambassadors, and help bring other people to the table who may have had a musical experience at some point in their life, and this is an opportunity for them to rekindle that and also create some new social relationships that are very special.
So what if these people watching at home, they want to come enjoy the music? Where can they get more information about the band?
Well, the easiest place to get information about the band is at our website, walnutcreekband.org, where you can find out about coming to rehearsals, what's involved in playing with the group, and also find out what our performance schedule is, coming events, and what types of instrumentation and special artists we're going to have at any particular concert.
Okay, well, great. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Creek.
Now I have to ask, it is always, I mean, I enjoy watching the concerts, but there's something about watching the conductor up there as well. What does it feel like to be up there? I mean, it looks like you're having a great time.
Well, this band particularly allows me to share my passion with the music, and they kind of get into it with me. And as a conductor, not only am I helping the musicians through the music, but I'm also helping direct the audience's attention to maybe certain aspects of the music to bring it to their attention so they can follow and understand a little bit more.
Can I get a tip maybe on how I...
Well,
would be
let's
a
see.
great-
Hold your hands up. That's very good. and give a prep beat. So you're just going to come up and down. Ready? 1, 2. Good.